guys? So today is July 10th, 3 days out from the Muscle Mayhem, and I actually have to go check in a little while for the contest. But before I do that, I thought I'd film this video, and to be honest, I'm not really sure what this video is going to be, really. I didn't plan this out, and really don't have a whole lot of idea what I'm going to say, but I guess as I get closer to the contest, I've been getting sort of, I guess, stressed out, and I don't want to say nervous, but kind of like, feel kind of anxious and stuff, and I just feel really exhausted. And I mean, this sounds bad, but don't get me wrong, I'm still really excited for the contest. But you have to understand, like, from my perspective, like, the entire year, like, well, I'm not saying, like, the Central Valley wasn't important or anything like that, like, but I went into that show knowing that I wasn't going to peak for that show. And, like, the entire past year after my last season, I had this idea in my mind that I was going to peak at the Mayhem, and that's still the plan. So yeah, I mean, you have to understand that the entire past year, everything that I've been doing, like all my training, all my dieting, all of my sacrificing the good food that I could have eaten, just every single little thing has been building up to one day on this Saturday. So I don't know if you guys really understand, but that is why I feel the way I do at this point. And, you know, honestly, it's like as I get closer to the contest, like at any point in my life or point in anybody's life, really, you have a list of like responsibilities and obligations you have to take care of. Like you have school, work, family and friends and relationships, whatever. And I mean, I'm not saying that it's ever really easy to balance everything, but for me, as I get closer to contest, it becomes harder and harder. And what I've been noticing is that it's almost as if I'm letting other things sort of, I'm not really taking care of my other responsibilities as much as I should while I'm prepping for this contest. It's like everything else is like minimal, and like my entire like heart and soul is going into this contest, and that could be bad, but at least I'm not like this year round, I guess. And you know, it's just the fact that I know a lot of the pressure that I'm feeling right now is like, well, probably all the pressure that I'm feeling right now is from myself. Like, I have very high expectations, and whether or not I meet my expectations is completely up to me. But I think like this sort of uncompromising attitude that I have towards prepping for my big show, that's just sort of the way I've always been. I mean, even when I was like 9 years old, when I was 9, it was the first time I really took anything seriously. And back then it was golf, actually. I remember when I was 9, like all the way through elementary school, I would come home, I would finish my homework in like 20 minutes, then I'd run outside, grab my golf clubs, and hit golf balls into a net in my backyard. And that would be my entire day, that's all I did. And that was just purely, nobody told me that I should be good at golf, nobody told me that that's what I should want, but that is what I wanted, and I was willing to practice for hours and hours every single day in order to get better. And I mean, that same sort of like self-motivated attitude carried me through to my sophomore year in high school. So that was like, what, 2010, I think. I think it was 2010. Yeah, well, anyways, my sophomore year of high school, I was playing, I was at the #1 spot for my varsity team. And I mean, my team wasn't that great, but I still did have to beat out like 2 or 3 really good players in order to get that spot. So it's definitely not a small accomplishment by any means. But then later on, that same sort of like passion and self-motivation carried over to bodybuilding, which is where I am now. I mean, at the beginning it wasn't really bodybuilding, but at this point, yeah, it's definitely all about the contest and stuff. And I mean, that's all the way I've always been. Like, if I want something really bad, I'm gonna go get that. And even if that means like sacrificing a lot of other things that I want, I'm still gonna go after that one main thing. And I mean, in some ways that's bad because I become unbalanced, but I think that sort of uncompromising attitude is what's made me successful in the things that I've done so far. But I guess this entire week has been kind of tough for me. I don't really know why. I think just as I get closer to contests, I become like more kind of stressed out or whatever. It just seems like there's a lot of stuff that I have to deal with for contests, and I don't know. It's like my mind is. It's hard to keep my head on straight, but I'm doing my best, and I've gotten into a habit like the past or throughout my contest experience. I've gotten into like a few habits for this week of contests, and one of them is I do what's called like a deload cycle before the week of contest. So if normally my split right now is a 4-day split, so I have legs A workout, and then the next day is a push workout. The day after that is a legs B workout, and then the last day is a pull workout, and then it repeats. So 4-day split. So on Monday this week I did legs, and then the day on Tuesday push, and Wednesday today will be pull, or sorry, legs B, and then tomorrow Thursday will be pull. And then on Friday I don't train really in a conventional sense. I just kind of I will kind of try to stimulate my muscles, but nothing really serious. But when I say that I'm going through a deload cycle, what that means is that I cut volume and I cut weight to 75% of my working weight and my working volume. So let's say for low bar squats, I normally go, right now I've been going 275 for 4 straight sets of 6 reps. And so for a deload day, that would be probably around 225 for 3 straight sets of 6. And like I said 75% of the weight, but it's really usually just like I drop down to the next lowest level. And then other than the deload, the other thing that I do this week or the week before contest is I have for like the next or like 2 or 3 days prior to contest, I have all my meals planned out. Not because I believe in meal timing or anything like that. It's just easier for me to know what I'm gonna eat and when I'm gonna eat it. And then for the day before and the day of contest, I'll have every single little meal planned out because I need to have like a certain amount of carbs in me at any point during the day. And then the last thing that I do, and this is one of those things that's gonna seem sort of ridiculous to a lot of people, but I don't know, it helps keep me sane, I guess. The last thing is I always cut my hair the week of contest. Always cut my hair. And oh yeah, that's a fun fact. I cut my own hair. And maybe I'll put a clip of that in the end of this video. But yeah, I always cut my hair because I feel like, and I know it doesn't seem like this, it probably doesn't make a huge difference to anybody else from anybody's perspective, but I feel like since my head is so big, cutting my hair shorter, it makes my head look smaller, and then by comparison or whatever on stage, it makes the rest of my physique look bigger. And I know that's probably not true, but whatever. If I think it works, then I'll do it. And I think that's about it. But I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely excited for this contest, but it does feel a little bit overwhelming knowing that this contest is going to be so big. I mean, like, if I look at like the list of competitors, there's like, I don't know, 120 something competitors, something like that, something crazy. But yeah, if you imagine there's 120 something competitors, imagine how many people are going to go to this show to watch. Like, if each competitor brings in, I don't know, 4 people, the thing is that this show's going to be sold out before like prejudging. Like, it's going to be ridiculous. There's going to be a lot of people there. But yeah, so as anxious and as stressed out as I am really excited for this show because this is the big one for me. And this will be the highest level of competition in any team division that I know of. So I'm excited for that as well. And I think for this video, that's about it because my mind's kind of all over the place. And I apologize if this video is kind of strange, if it was sort of like all over the place, but that's just the way my mind is right now. So I guess I probably won't post anything else until after the mayhem. But if you follow me on like Instagram or Facebook or whatever, I'll try to post results as soon as I know. But that's about it. So Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys after the mayhem.